Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Karen. So I'm doing the guy version of what I did yesterday. Um, carnal, carnal stuff we got going on, and so just a few things. So I talked about First Peter 3, I believe, yesterday. Um, I don't have my Bible near me, but basically, one thing that I did see or that I picked up on was that it says the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit. Incorruptible beauty. So that's the type of beauty that cannot be corrupted versus what we do on the outside to make ourselves beautiful. Now, let's get to the guys. I've been noticing a lot of things with guys that girls you need to look out for in terms of being carnal. Now, I posted something last night. It was a verse by Level 316 about showing off. The guy was talking about showing off his six pack before he got saved and he grew up. There's also a song that Lecrae did called "Live Free," and he talks about how this guy and this girl, they go to church and the girl is fantasizing about his six pack, and that's a sin. And we know that sin leads to death. So if a guy is sitting up there, and the only way that he's going about the way that he's going about trying to get your attention is showing off his six pack or showing off other parts of his body to get you. We don't want that, ladies. Like, that's the way that leads to death. So you want to look for a guy who can feed your spirit, man, your inner man. I'm going to post the Lecrae song in the description box below so you can listen to it. He just paints a good description. Also, ladies, you don't want a man who just going to church just to try to find a woman. Like, as much as girls struggle with trying to want to be married, guys struggle with it too. And you want a man who's fully content with where he's at in Christ. And you want things to happen the way that God intended. You don't want this guy just to be going to church just to look for ladies. Because if he's doing that, then you know that you're just a temporary girl and he's going to be moving on to the next one um, soon enough. Like, you just want him to be focused on Christ. Another thing, watch what they post on Facebook and what they post to attract you. Yeah, y'all, they need to really check their motives, because I've seen instances where guys will post profile pics of themselves to make themselves look attractive. Like, that's carnal. Like, what's supposed to turn me? I know you're supposed to be attracted to someone, but I go for spiritual attraction. I don't go for physical attraction. What's supposed to turn me on about a profile pic? That's very carnal. That's something that, so what the world would do. They would post a fly pic of them and they want you to be. That does not impress me. Like, I need to be impressed spiritually. So look at what his profile picture, what he's doing to impress you, and if it's more carnal and than anything, let that do go. Like, also pay attention to the stuff that he watches and the music that he listens to. Um, Recently I've been going through this thing with the music, but honestly, if your spirit, like, there's certain things that my spiritual man can just doesn't agree with. Like, it can't agree with. Now, my flesh will agree with it, but my spiritual man can't get with it. Um, for example, I'm not gonna say the name, but there's certain people who know a lot of theology but don't have any application, and they'll sit there and they'll watch shows that make fun of raping women. I don't understand how a Christian guy can be intrigued by a show where they make jokes about women being raped. that shows me that he talks a lot of, but he doesn't know it. It's not like it hasn't hit his heart yet. So it's just some things we want to look out for as well. Now, this has had anything to do with being carnal, but also look for guys who show you something different than what you've seen before. I know there's a lot of guys out there who are content with copying one another because they really don't have any original ideas for themselves. And you want a brother who knows who he is, who doesn't have to follow someone else. You know what I mean? Like, and you could tell that he's different. So, those are a few things. And also, ladies, for the guys who just are all into their clothes, like I said before, like I said yesterday, what is he feeding you? Is he feeding you flesh or is he feeding you spirit? Like, I can't get with a guy who's all about the clothes, and I want to be attracted to your spirit. I don't want to be attracted to the physical. Like, physical attraction is important, but the predominant thing that I want to be attracted to is your spirit, man. They also, this thing on YouTube, stuff that Christian boys say or do, and they have a little thing where, like, the Christian guy posts up pictures from, like, a mission trip, and he's talking with, there's two girls, and he's talking with his friend, is, and the girl's like, oh, dude, she liked my picture from the mission trip. Now, you know what I mean? We would never know their intentions, but if you get to know a person well enough, make sure that whatever they're doing, like, that they're doing it for their spiritual man and not just to, like, don't just let a guy, like, go on a mission trip because, just make sure his intentions are correct, is what I'm trying to say. And when he posts up on Facebook, just make sure it's not carnal. Like, for real. Like, I can tell if a guy is being carnal by what he chooses to do to impress me, whether it's, what type of profile pics he posts. I could tell whether he's insecure about himself or not by the profile pics he posts and what he chooses to post on his Facebook. Also, ladies, get a man who's not wrapped up in what his friends think and who knows himself. Like, if he really wants to go after you and he really wants to court you, then he really won't care what they think. Oh, another thing to look out for, ladies. Sorry, I had to get all this off my chest. Guys who play games, just just run the other way. Just run the other way. I had a situation where these two guys thought it was cool to try to trap me. And that's very carnal. Like, they were basically trying to, quote, quote, pay me back. Like, that's so carnal. They weren't even trying to protect me. They just came from, like, it came from a place that it was just didn't feel godly. So that's my spiel for today. Just some of the things that I experienced and some of the things hopefully it helped you to look out for. Recap: social media. Just watch what they do on social media to impress you. Number 2, make sure that they're attracting your spirit man and not the flesh. Physical attraction is important, but the number one thing is that they need to be attracting your spiritual man. Number 3, watch out for the things that they listen for or be observative of the things that they watch or listen to. to see, you know, if that's the kind of man that you want in your life. Number 4, make sure that they're going to protect you as brothers in Christ the right way. You know what I mean? And that they're humble as well. And I think there was one more. That's it. Like, I'll be posted. I have another video coming with some other things that I want to say about that. But there's just some things that you want to look for when, or some things, yeah, that you want to look for when a guy is, quote, quote, trying to pursue you. And make sure he's not about that bachelorette syndrome where when he sees 1 to 2, 3 guys flocking, he has to go, they all got to go flocking together to, no. Carnal. Alright, guys. Have a good day.